Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and Unlock Your Learning. In this video, we are going to solve ICSE Mathematics Class 7 Chapter 20 Congruency of Triangles Exercise 20A question number 13. And what does this have to say? In each of the following figures, name the congruent triangles and state why they are congruent, right? So we have to name the congruent triangles and we have to also state why these triangles are congruent, right? So it's going to be quite simple. See, first part, it says RPQ. You can just choose any sequence you wish to. There's no proper sequence in just writing down the triangle, okay, but I suggest that you should use a proper sequence like we generally have it here, right? So you see that first thing, you need to identify the pair of equal sides or angles in the triangle. Then only first we can prove the congruency, and writing them in a proper sequence is a totally different thing. If we do not know that if they are congruent or not, then there is no need, or there is basically no requirement for writing it in a proper sequence. Now see this, that this side is equal to this side, one side is given, then second one rp equals to yz, again equal, then pq equals to yz, again three sides are equal, so there's nothing to explain here. We know the rule, that is SSS, right? When three sides are equal, so we use this rule. Now you can use any sequence you wish to. Generally we have this PQR always, right? So I'll say triangle PQR. This is the first triangle which is congruent to. Now here we need to use a proper sequence, right? See here that it's given that PQ is basically equal to what? See, PQ is equal to yz or xz, whatever you want to just say, okay, yx, basically it is equal to yx, right? So PQ is equal to yx, okay, and you see that if PQ is equal to yx, so PQR is the triangle, so the first two letters of the other triangle should be what? Yz only, because it is equal and corresponding side, and second one, sorry, not yz, this is going to be yx, right? So yx, that is what? That is congruent to, and then second one is what? Sorry, this is yx, right? And third is letter, that is z, so yxz, and rule will be s s s, right? Side side side. Then next one, and again pretty clearly it's given that there are two angles, right? See, this angle and this angle, right? And this angle and this angle, fine. These two angles are equal to each other, so between two angles, and one more thing is given, one side is equal, right? So ASA rule will be used here, and then you see that write them in a proper sequence. So sequence, first of all, you can start off with any, again I'll start off with PQR only, fine. Alright, so PQR, again triangle PQR is congruent to, and if we come back here, you see this time PQ is equal to which side? Have a look. PQ is this one, right, on which there is the first angle that is equal, so this becomes XY, right? So here the sequence will be triangle XYZ, and the reason is ASA, right? This is ASA rule, fine. So ASA rule, and the next one rule is that it says here the third part, right? This was the second part. Now we proceed to the third one, and what have we got here? Let's see. It says again same thing here, one angle, and one angle is between two sides, again two pair of equal side, right? So two sides and between them is one angle, so what do we get here? SAS, right? So we will be using the SAS rule here, that is pretty clear, right? Now we see here one more thing is that just see here that this thing, right? Two angles, again PQ, and this time the first triangle will be PQT, right? This will be P to Q, then to T, then here also we'll start with from S to R and then to T, right? So PQT is congruent to SRT, right? So this is the third part. And what sequence do we get here? Triangle PQT is congruent to triangle PQT is congruent to SRT, right? Triangle R and T, R and T. And what is the rule that we have used? See, between two sides there is one angle. So two sides S and one angle between them. So SAS, simple, just like that. So side angle and side. Fine. Fourth up, what have we got here? Let's see. What have we got here? See, again here one thing is given to us, that is two angles are equal, two alternate angles are equal. See, this angle is equal to this angle, and it says this entire thing is equal, right? I'll change the color. Okay, so this entire thing is equal, this angle and these two angles, both of them are equal. Now we have to prove the congruency of these two triangles basically, right? So it's going to be simple as well. See, two triangles are equal, so these two sides will be parallel, all right? And when these two sides will be just parallel, so again you see that it is basically cutting it at an equal angle, so we can prove it by the angle side rule, right? A S. See, two angles here, two angles here, right? Two pairs of angle here and here. Now one thing you need to see here is that this side, that is equal. What is this side that is going to be just equal in both of them? It will be the opposite side, right? So this becomes this one, right? You can take any diagonal because both the diagonals will be equal here, so both the sides are equal, right? So totally up to you which side you want to take here, right? So our sequence becomes what? Our sequence will be just let me check here, right? So you can see over here what have they given to us is we can go from this one, right? SPQ, this triangle, and then if we are going from SPQ, so then we'll go from QRS, right? Like this. Okay, SPQ is congruent to QRS. And why the AAS rule here? Because see, this side here, right? This side will be common, alright, this side will be common, and this angle is already common. These two angles, they are already equal basically, right? So this angle is equal and this angle is equal, all the angles are equal, and this one pair of side is what? Common. So common means equal, right? Therefore it will be what will the sequence become? One second, let me check the sequence again. Right, now what will this sequence become? Fourth part it is, right? So we'll say SPQ, all right, triangle SPQ is congruent to what other triangle will be there? Triangle QRS, right? And the rule is angle side. Fine. Second up is this one. Here you see between two angles there is one side, right? And this is side, this is the side. Fine, this is the angle, this one and this one, right? This one and this one, and between them there is one side. These are the two angles, and between them there are these two sides, right? So this is going to be between two angles, so A and the side is between the two angles, so ASA. Fine. And second thing is what? Let me just scroll down. Now the sequence will become what? I'll say PAS, right? Sorry, this will be PAS, right? PAS is congruent to, and if we are going from P to A, then we will go from Q to B, so QBR, right? Triangle QBR. All right, so triangle PAS is congruent to triangle QBR. And what does the reason become? This becomes what? Between two angles there is one side, so A and S in between, so ASA, angle side, angle. This way it becomes quite easy to just identify which rule we have to use. Fine. Next up is this one. Again, here you can see that what two triangles can be proven congruent over here. One point that is not coming over here, right? That is this triangle, that is Q point, right? So if you look in the book closely, this will be point Q. Fine. So I'll just label it here. Alright, because it wasn't coming here in the photo. Now we see that which triangle will be congruent to which triangle. Okay, now they have made a few lines in between these two figures to make it complicated, but in reality it's quite simple. It's basically like this, this. Alright, and from here all the way to here once again. Alright, so basically this is what it is. Sorry, this is not coming like the accurate triangle. Fine. From here and here. Now you see here that again observe that figure here. This way, this way, this way. Okay, then this way, this way, this way. Right, this is what it will be. Alright, or simply we can say other way round of it as well, that can be said is that we can just change the sides from here and here, right? So we can say it this way as well, that will be this and this. Alright, and what else? This and this side and this side, three sides here, and then three sides here, from here to here, and then from here. Now you see that the rule that we will use, the what rule shall we use here? See here, that again DAB is the first triangle that will be taken into consideration. So two sides equal and one angle is equal as well, this one and then this one, right? So this means what? Between two sides there is one angle, so SAS rule. Alright, and QAB will be the other triangle, right? So that becomes what? Sorry, QBA will be the other triangle, so that will be again with the same rule, SAS. Fine. And friends, this is all for today. If you are new to my YouTube channel, do not forget to subscribe and leave a like on this one. Till then, take good care of yourselves and bye bye.